All right, so a work, it's something that's fake. A shoot, that's something that's real. That's why you don't work yourself into a shoot. So when you're over, that's when you're popular. That's when people like you. When you're buried, that's when people don't like you. No popularity. Now you, Michael, show me how to sell. With these guys, show me how to sell.
Yeah. Hi, sir. I happen to notice you need shirts. Would you perhaps like to buy one from me? Yes, sir, I would. How much for one t-shirt? $15. Here you go. Have a great day.
That's making a sale.
Yeah, but isn't wrestling fake? Hi guys! Thank you so much for coming back. We are the Guys of the Beholder. Thank you so much for watching today. Today we are talking about what we think about Book It, what we like about it, what we don't like about it, our highs or lows, our cons and our pros.
That was really elegant.
I think that might be our thing.
Wow, you can do that every time. Nice.
Yeah, our highs and our lows, our cons and our pros. That sounds great.
Yeah.
So here we are. Book It.
Here we are.
Yes.
We are here.
Book It.
3 guys talking about it.
We're talking about it. Who made Book It?
Some guys.
Some guys. Foam Hammer Games. You did a great job, guys. Spoiler alerts about how we all feel about this game.
Yeah.
It's a game by Paul Laporte, art by Alex Mahoney, and graphic design by Eric Swanson and Max Korgel. This does play up to 4 players. Obviously, there's only 3 of us. That's why you're here, just for the 3 of our pretty mugs. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Let's talk about what we dislike about the game. I know we always kind of prep before this, but I think I've already forgotten mine. So I'm going to start over on this side of the table. Go ahead, gentlemen.
I would like special match types.
Oh, sorry. I will let you finish. But we should just give a brief overview of the game, period.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
so in Book It, you take on the role of wrestling promoters with different...
It doesn't matter what the game's about!
You know what? You know what? It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about control and if you can take it. It's all about your debt and if you can pay it.
I
It's
thought
all
you were
about
going
the
to pull
pain
that out last time. I'm glad you did now.
Yeah.
and how you make it, all right? So
Perfect.
the pain's made
Well,
by
all I
the
gotta
wrestlers.
say is on this day, I see clearly. But so anyways, they need special match types is what we're going with.
Special match types.
The game you play as a wrestling promoter, okay?
Yes, you
We
play
got
some
it.
wrestling. Go watch
You
the
got it.
video, and then
Yeah,
you'll
exactly.
figure it
I don't
out.
need to explain it, watch it.
Yeah.
So anyways, why aren't my guys jumping off ladders?
Why aren't they jumping off ladders?
That's what I want to know.
Why aren't they in cages?
They need to be one of a kind.
Tag team matches, triple threat matches, the most threatening match to a champion. I want to be able to play this.
You know what? I want to know why there's not a fatal 4-way.
Whoa,
Hell in a Cell? Elimination Chamber?
chamber's too much.
No, it's just sometimes you need to do it that way.
Yeah.
You just need to get in there, 6 people locked in the chamber, figuring it out. And that's what you need.
Maybe some death matches in there. I mean, not cool real life. You guys be safe, but in a card game,
Street rules?
yeah.
Yeah.
Back, parking lot brawls.
Oh my goodness.
There's so many options.
So
So
many.
many opportunities. Like, they have just a separate deck that you're like, every once in a while, you pay some money, special match, you get some benefits. You
Yeah,
know?
you do a thing. Or maybe like you draw in.
Risk reward.
Yeah. Or like you do the death match, both guys are injured afterwards, they're like out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, somebody really looking for somebody, really liking somebody, instead of just sniping them and buying them, they're done. They're out of the game. But yeah, I mean, that kind of piggybacks on what I was going to say for my con. I just wish there was more to this game. The 2 expansions that they have for this game, I feel like don't add anything. One of them is a reskin of some of the wrestlers and venues and special announcements and dirt sheets.
Which it is cool that they have the reskins, but like,
Swoop-de-whoop for $10.
Yeah.
Like,
Plus, for people who don't know, like who people who aren't in the know, it don't mean absolutely
it means
anything.
nothing. Yeah, absolutely. And then the other expansion adds production cards, which are like essentially the equivalent of your standard Euro. Like, this is your secret objective that you're trying to do, and it gives you more reputation points. Which, like, who cares? Like, yeah, I guess I could have came in handy in this particular time, but I also could have not. Like, that's not what I want from this. I want to do cool wrestling stuff.
I want to immerse more into the world of professional wrestling.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. What you got?
So, my con is, man, I remember what it is, but it just makes me sound so soft. It hurts. It hurts so bad when somebody plays a dirt sheet on you and you've got a mega play. It doesn't ruin your time, but you get so invested in this game when somebody decides that they don't want you to do as well as you want to do. It hurts. It hurts really bad.
You get invested in your business.
You get invested in your
You got
business.
your business, your people, your promotion. You're in it. You're winning it. There's my show.
I had a great moneymaker. Tony held me up, made one of my wrestlers want more money, and then in the next round, it spiraled out of control for me, and I couldn't control it, and I came in dead last. So that doesn't feel good. My con is that I don't like losing.
I will say that there are times that those dirt sheet moments create the best moments in the game.
They do.
Yeah.
They take times where you're like super invested. So the first time that we were playing this game, I was playing as Sports Entertainers, and I go to Las Vegas. You know, I started the game off. I didn't even have enough money to get 5 matches. So I was at negative points at the start of the game. So the entire game I'm trying to play catch up. And I finally get to this point, I'm like, I saved up all my money. All right, I have one shot to jump ahead at this. Mm-hmm. I have to go to Vegas, and I have to take my time now, and I got to do it. So I go to Vegas, right? Put all my money on red. We're going for it. We're all in here, right? Set up my matches. The beautiful matches. I got big guys, Sports Entertainers, big dollars, big boots. But they cost a lot of money, right? So I set up my 5 matches. I had just enough to buy the wrestlers needed for it. And then we get there. Larry, the man over here, Dirt Sheet Larry, buys a dirt sheet, injures my top performer.
Rip CM Punk.
Breaks him out of the game, right? So zero work ethic. And I was devastated. I thought I was done for. I spent my entire game working up for this moment to get this one shot, this one opportunity. And my heart just fell through to my stomach. I felt horrible. I was like, man, I don't even know. Like, we were having such a nice time playing the game. And like every other time that Larry brought dirt sheet, he got the bad reputation one. So he was just costing himself reputation. It was hilarious. I was having a great time. And then I wasn't.
Yeah, and then you weren't.
But, like a true champion, I had just enough points to get through Vegas. And got to 6 and got the win.
But see, that is the thing about the dirts. You could dirt yourself.
You can dirt yourself.
It is an equal opportunity dirt.
Yeah, like it's not equal opportunity. There's only a few bad reputations.
It's enough. I happen to pull them lots.
I did go through the deck. I think there's only 3 of them, and it's a big deck, so your odds are pretty good. You're not going to draw one. With that being said, I'm sure the very first time that I buy a dirt sheet, it affects me. Naturally, that's just how it works. I'm glad that happened to you.
Oh, man. It just creates that swing.
And we made this joke in one of our previous videos when playing this game. But I do want to bring up, and again, Larry, I know you had to do this. Okay? I'm absolving you of any ill will
I stopped feeling bad a while ago.
may have been harboring. So, but my very first time playing this, the mechanics seemed simple enough, and I grasped it. I set myself up for a really, really amazing opening round. It could have potentially just been the game right there. It could have put me far enough in the lead.
Strap the rocket on yourself and boom to the moon.
Just would have boomed to the moon, and they couldn't have stopped me. Guess what? Larry played a dirt sheet and it stopped me, and
Dead.
I went from buzzing, this is fantastic. This is the best thing that could have happened right now. I did as good as I could possibly do. And then Larry was like, no, you didn't.
In the biz, we call that burying.
Burying.
I buried you.
Oh,
Burying me.
You buried him that
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah.
So that being said, moving it to the next stage of this conversation, because we can just sit here and talk about how invested we are and how much it hurts to get dirt sheeted, or we can sit here and talk about how much this game creates your engagement and investment into it. It's wonderful, so much so that was my con, but also it's bleeding into, like, that's my high. That's my pro of this game, is I was bought hook, line, sinker. I was in this game, in this world. Please go back and watch the play video. It's got to be our most entertaining one yet because
He did some
was
things.
killing it. I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about my performance and the core of the world promotions. It was fantastic. My best friends here were laughing. We were all having a good time. And they were playing off me. We all just got so wrapped up in the game. It's so hard not to. Dare I say it? Impossible not to. I don't like wrestling. I may now. But I've not been a fan up until this point, and I'm sold.
Yeah, I mean, this game made me start watching wrestling again for the first time in like 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was done with it. I never went back to it. And I played this, and I'm like, man,
I miss wrestling.
I miss wrestling. And then, yeah, I started watching it because of it, you know?
It does encapsulate the feel nicely.
Yeah.
And for something that's been around for over 100 years, there's not a lot of stuff on this subject. There's not too many wrestling games.
Yeah.
So the fact that this does it, and does it well, like every character is a play off of an actual person.
I mean, look at all these people that we got on here. We have Eddie Guerrero, Asuka, AJ Styles,
CM Punk,
John Cena,
Blue Pants, Sabu. There's freaking
Roman Reigns,
like
Tool.
every single person's a real person. James Ellsworth, he's a jobber.
Yeah.
And
Charlotte Flair.
boom.
Yeah.
But like that, and they're like, oh well, here's my style, here's my promotion. And we made up little guys to go with it. You know, we had our names and we did our stuff, and like, it feels good. It feels like you're doing the stuff. It feels comparable to GM mode in the video games.
Yes.
You are running a thing.
This game has no right being as fun as it is.
Yeah.
Right? When Larry told me that this was the game he was going to pick, I'm like, man, that sounds boring and lame. I'm like, how could that possibly be fun? And then we sat down and played the game. I'm like, this might be the most fun I've ever had in my entire life. Like, this is amazing. It is just a stupid amount of fun.
Yeah.
That's what wrestling does to you.
Yeah.
The actual product itself on TV also has no right to be as good as it is when it is. Because you're sitting there, I know these guys are acting, I know this is a thing, but when it's good and you're marking out and you're just, it's something special. It is.
Yeah, you just get that moment where it's like
You feel like a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get invested like
Yeah.
a child.
It's just, oh my god. Like, it's, yeah. So, if you were to be a wrestler, tell us about your style. What's your gimmick? What's your walkout song, signature, finisher? Who are you as a wrestler?
I gotta pick something different than.
No, you talked about it earlier. I think that was a great one.
Okay, sure. So, you guys have maybe noticed in some of our sketches I'm very short. Especially compared to these two guys here. So, I would do something.
I'm perfectly average. By the way.
Yeah, man, I'm not.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Good things come in small packages. But this guy, I would enjoy my spot in as what was the phrase again?
Enhancement talent?
Enhancement talent. I would be a hard heel. I would be somebody that the crowd hated. A person suffering from the Napoleonic syndrome who's just like realizing they're not as small as they are and they're trying to compensate for it. Live big, live loudly. I'd wear a petticoat. I'd have a tricorn hat and I'd come out to Beethoven's Fifth, walking down the aisle and into the stage and just antagonize and hate on the biggest people in the ring, and I wouldn't stop until they made me stop. It would be the most daring stunts. It would be, falling from the top of the cage, Undertaker choke slamming me through the ring. It would be just the Big Show grabbing me by the skull and full swinging me into the crowd. Yeah,
Okay.
That's what it would be. I'd be loud. I'd give it my all. I'd never stop. They could never put me down for good. They could put me down for a little bit, but I'm coming back. And the crowd's gonna boo and they're gonna cheer when I'm gone. What my name would be? I got one. It would be Bona Fart.
It's good.
Yeah.
What's your finisher?
My finisher, I don't have one. The finisher is when I'm
He's
down
the one
and
that
out.
gets finished.
I get finished.
Face turn. You're a good guy now. Now what's your gimmick? Now what is your finisher? Now you get a win or two under your belt. The
Okay.
crowd's behind you.
Cool. I'm still Bonafide?
Yes. You could change your name.
Okay, cool.
You're still you.
Cool. We'll switch it over to
Bonahart.
Bonahart. And now it's my finisher. And you know what? I had made friends with one of the finer ladies of the ring, and I was pining after them. And on the day that I finally got up enough courage to be kind and to offer courtship and bring flowers, I go up to her, and where is she? But on the arm of someone very big.
Oh,
Larry.
Kane?
Kane.
Oh,
Kane. On the arm of Kane. And now this is an unrequited lover on his way to take down the Goliath that is Kane. And his finisher, the slingshot. Because he's taking down Kane.
Yeah.
I'll bring myself back the top rope. Pull myself over, flip through, run across, bring myself down the top rope, run over, flip across until I land on the top rope. And I push myself backwards, over through, swan, grab him by the shoulders, and slam him down.
All right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
One day when you're old enough, I'll tell you what happened when Kane stole Matt Hardy's woman. It
Okay.
didn't end that way.
It didn't end that
So
way.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you later.
Well, I'll tell you later.
How about you, Larry? Who are you?
Oh, I'm the Lair Bear. There is this nice fur rug, and there's so many bear puns. There is the claw, the bear, the Lair
there he
Bear
goes.
claw,
Yeah.
the Lair Bear hug,
Yeah.
the Lair Bear trap. That's just an ankle lock.
Mm-hmm.
But
And that's a face or a heel.
yes,
You can go both ways
It
with
can
that.
go both ways.
Yeah.
Ink betweener.
Yeah.
But entrance music is obviously I Touched Myself by the Divinals. So
That's good.
There it is.
That's a nice one. That's a
Okay,
nice one.
face turn. You're now...
we just said that's
It's
both
face
ways.
or heel.
That's both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're just that guy. You're that slightly big guy who can do both.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I actually got you in the claw there. But
That's okay.
I didn't claw you too hard.
You got excited. Yeah, no, you're fine.
Oh,
I don't know if Lair Bear actually has the strength to crush a human skull, even if it is a tiny
Well,
one.
but plus I differentiate between that claw and the mandible claw.
Oh,
so-
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I had a nickname in college known as Professor Poor. I could always pour to exactly what we needed. So that's what I'm going with, Professor Poor. The man comes out in a lab coat. Very nice. And he has a very distinct stinger. All the great wrestlers have always had stingers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold had the glass. Shatters, right? Triple H, time to play the game. You recognize these things, right? So for Professor Poor, we have the classic drip, drip, drip. And what that's leading up to, my entrance song, is Second Sucks by A Day to Remember.
Yeah, okay.
One, it's,
Point.
it's awesome. Yeah. Two, there's several cheap pops in the song itself where the crowd actually exclaims and yells, right? So, Professor Poor, you know what? He comes out with a lab coat. On the back, 2 giant blue PPs. PP right on the back. And you know what we're all about? We're about big PP energy. That's what we do in the ring. We have big PP energy, and that's what we're about. And I can hear you asking, Mike, Mike, does Professor Poor have merch? Professor Poor has some freaking merch, all right? He's got 2 shirts, you know? And Professor Poor, he cares about all his hydro homies out in Hydration Nation, right? That's what he cares about. You gotta get some water. Mix in a water, champ. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna hand some water out as he's going down to the ring. Because people need a drink. Those waters cost like $10 at the stadium.
Word.
Yeah.
And you're getting some for free from Professor Poor because he's a good guy. He's a babyface. So he comes out there and he's got his shirts for you. He's got the big yellow spot with the 2 PPs on it because it's big PP energy. And then the other one ties into his movesets, right? You have the DDD, drip, 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 and the drip, drip, drop. That's what we're all about. So the drip, 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 that's a classic triple German suplex. Drip, 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 drop, which is different.
Yeah.
That is 3 power bombs.
Yeah.
So you do 1 power bomb, drip, 1 power bomb, drip, and then you do the last one, the big power bomb, the
release,
drop.
Yeah.
Right? And the crowd can get into it, right? So every time you're punching people, drip, 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 drip. You got it. You got to build into this theme, you know?
Yeah.
And then last, those are his signatures. His big finishers, some people like to do a splash. Mine's more of like a waterfall, a tsunami. So what we do for our big finisher, we do a frog splash. We go boom, and we land, bam, on him. Waterfall. That's what it's all about. Because it's no longer a drip. It's running, baby. It's all in.
You should do a front flip into a frog splash.
I'm not that talented.
I'm just saying, hypothetically, that
Hypothetically.
I just want to do something like I can definitely splash.
Yeah.
And he's a babyface. That's what he's all about. He's all about there having a good time. When other people are getting worked up and excited during their promos, he comes in there, hey champ, work in the water, man. You're really pushing it too hard. And he's trying to make people stay hydrated and have a good time. And that's what he's all about. That's what Professor Poor is all about.
What's his heel turn?
The desiccator. Because what's the opposite of what? Dry. Right? And that's what a desiccator does. It sucks the moisture out of everything.
Okay, sure.
And he has pocket sand. And that's what he does to people. He pocket sands people. And that's his finisher and signature. He just walks around just pocket sand. And he hands out soda to
Yeah.
Not just like salt packets.
Salty
And
nuts.
sponges. Sponges and salt.
Dry sponges.
That's pretty good. Yeah. But I would prefer to stay as Professor Poor.
You gotta go where the crowd wants you to go.
And that's true.
Sometimes the character gotta evolve. Sometimes you gotta hit those lows, get back to your highs, man, to make it worth it.
Yeah, that's when you bring back Professor Poor.
Yeah.
Super Professor Poor. And that's, that's what he's all about. And that's what I'm all about. It's that big PP energy.
College friends actually call you Professor Poor?
Twice.
Enough.
Are we sure it wasn't them being mean?
I mean, it was a joke.
I know, but just like it's so there's a unfortunate synonym with poor, and that's being poor.
I mean, we're all college students. We're all poor.
Right.
Like that's just how it be, man.
Yeah, that's how it be. Wow, we just had a great time. I think we really do. I have even more I want to say about this game, but I think that we should stop.
Yeah.
Because we're just gonna start talking in circles, and we could be here for hours.
I mean, we could always just play again.
We could just be playing again, so we might just actually go do that. So, you guys might know.
One more thing we should talk about: the promotion styles.
Yeah.
There's one promotion style that's not good, and don't ever play it.
Being a luchador sucks, which sucks because, and again, like in real life, they're extremely entertaining, talented people with like legacy families.
Yes.
And then you're like, you know what? I'm gonna be a lucha man in this game. And no, they're bad.
They're bad. It's objectively the worst one.
Now, not the wrestlers, just the promotion style.
Correct.
Yes.
It adds nothing.
And just for point of reference, the promotion style is lucha wrestlers cost $1 more for non-lucha promotions.
Right. They just won't buy luchadors.
Yeah, you just buy something else.
And if they're forced to buy a luchador, it's only $1 more. It's not that much.
Yeah.
It's no hindrance at all.
But yeah, I just want to make sure we talked about that because that was something that we all hated.
All the other promotions, pretty great.
Yeah.
Pretty game changing. Change the style of the game. If you want to play in its base role, pick Luchador, I guess. If you just want to play the game without any extra bonuses, pick Luchador.
If you want to play on hard mode?
Yeah.
All right, so sorry, go ahead.
Cool. We're going to go ahead and give it our rating. Guys, throw them up, throw them down. We're all throwing them up. This is a 3 games. 3 guys approved game. It's so good. Do we have anything else we want to end on?
Buy this game.
Buy this game and
play it.
Use our link down below to buy this game and play it. And then go to our Patreon right beneath that. Click that link and give us some money every month.
And leave some comments if you want some Professor Poor merch. We'll start working on it. We'll get some big PP shirts.
If you want purple PP shirts,
blue.
Water
is blue.
Water is blue. If you want blue PP shirts, go
That's your
there.
brand, though. That's you. It's your life.
Yeah.
There it is, man. Seriously,
there it is.
We'll make blue PP shirts happen if enough people leave it in the comments. We will do it.
Oh, yeah.
So thanks guys so much for watching. We are the Guys of the Beholder. Don't you dare forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Come back next time when we're playing more fun games, teaching how to play, letting you know what we think about them. From my left, this is
Professor Poor.
I am Michael, and
Still the champ. Do, 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 do.
Man, what are they going to start writing them off out of this, man.
Well, I win. Spoiler, I win.
All right. Thanks, guys. Good night.
Bye.